time for breakfast.
Good morning. Good morning, Ruby. Porridge is here, fresh off the stove. Please be careful, it's quite hot.
What a wonderful morning it is. Light frost on the ground, the sun is shining, and if you take a stroll outside, you can almost smell the snow coming.
Smell. Well, Jeffrey, I'm sure that all I can smell is my delightful porridge.
That's odd. I could have sworn I smelled snow.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, girls. Snows are coming.
Snow? I can't wait to watch the horse-drawn carriages again this year. They're so enchanted.
Enchanted. Brilliant word choice.
It was on her spelling test this week.
Oh, wonderful. Now, listen, take a seat, everyone. I just need to go check on the buns real quick for lunch today. Jeffrey, would you mind grabbing the butter from
Not
the
at
kitchen,
all.
please?
Happy to help.
Where's Miss Elizabeth, Ruby?
She was up early. She had to run to the store for something and said that she would be right.
I'm here. Hello, everyone.
What were you doing at the store so early, Miss Elizabeth?
Just had to check on something. Let's bless our food, and then we can talk about something exciting.
What kind of exciting, Elizabeth?
All right, buns are ready. Delicious. Can you smell them?
Thank you, Christopher. All right, let's give thanks.
All right.
Dear Father, for health and strength and daily food, we praise your name, O Lord. Amen.
Wonderful, yes. Lovely singing with you. Amen. Let's enjoy our porridge, shall we?
Oh, thank you, Christopher.
So what's this exciting news, Elizabeth?
Yes, Elizabeth, what's exciting news?
Oh, right. So, yesterday we had quite a day at the post office, Matthew and I. I mean, at the bookstore. We had an attempted robbery.
Oh, daylilies and Dalmatians. Was anyone hurt?
No, everyone was fine. I was thinking all night about what to do about this. I thought, with the Christmas season drawing near and it being a time to think about what God has done for us, that we do something loving as well.
If you're thinking of taking us caroling again, I don't find that exciting.
Oh, no, nothing like that. We're getting someone new to the orphanage.
Elizabeth, perhaps we should talk about this first.
This is so exciting, Elizabeth. I can't wait to meet them.
Well, I want everyone to look over here. On the count of 3, I want to introduce you to the newest member of our family. 1, 2, 3!
Right, we're just going to have to settle with Margarine here.
A boy! Our newest family member's a boy.
Jeffrey, you ruined the surprise.
Surprise? What surprise? I love surprises. Like that time that squirrel surprised me in me laundry.
We're getting a new kid in the orphanage.
Oh, a new kid. Oh, yeah, right. That must have been who I met out there in the hallway. Fine.
Well, let's not make them wait any longer. On the count of 3, everyone. 1, 2, 3!
A girl, yes!
Everyone, I want to introduce you to Sophie.
Elizabeth, is this the girl you caught in your store?
Caught? She's the thief?
Lily, that was rude. Apologize to poor Sophie.
Sorry.
Sophie, welcome to Holmes Orphanage for the girls. You've met our Lily. This is Amelia, Ruby, our nanny, Christopher, our wonderful chef, and Jeffrey, the best butler in Britain.
Does she even speak?
Sophie, why don't you have a seat? We're having wonderful porridge for breakfast.
Oh, right. The time. Is it that time already? I must actually get going here and get the gates open before the postman thinks that we've all slept in this morning. Excuse me.
Yes, I really must be getting to the store as well. The time absolutely slipped my mind. Girls, you'll be fine here with Miss Ruby today. She'll get you started on school, and maybe if you finish before lunch, you'll be able to visit Matthew and I at the bookstore. I'll take a ball to go, Christopher. Thank you so much.
Very well then. Have a good day, Miss Elizabeth.
Ta-ta!
Forget the snow. It's raining cats and dogs out there. I'm soaking wet. That must have been what I smelt earlier, actually, those cats and dogs.
What does that mean?
What's that, cats and dogs? Well, you know, that means it's raining hard, it's a downpouring, so if you like a Noah's flood, a floods are coming.
Who's Noah? Noah from Noah's Ark. When God's people were so sinful that God wanted to send a flood on the earth to start over.
Yeah, that's when Noah comes in. Noah loved God, and God used Noah to carry out his plan.
God told Noah to build a humongous boat and fill it with his family and 2 of every animal. Lily, take it from here.
Hey, I'm Noah, and this is crazy. I'm gonna build a boat today. God told me to do it. I don't even know how to build a boat, but I really hope it floats. I hope the animals love it. Take it, Amelia.
The rains came down and washed away everything but me and my family. Oh, and of course the animals.
After the flood, God made a promise and he made a rainbow. A promise to never destroy the earth by flood again. Isn't it beautiful?
God used the boat to rescue Noah, his family, and the animals. But the real rescue was still to come. So they waited for the promise. Does the big God story sound familiar now?
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Girls, why don't you go show Sophie your room and where she'll be staying? I'll finish cleaning up breakfast, and then we'll start school shortly.
Okay, Sophie, come see our room.
Oh, Matthew, I'm so sorry I'm late. Oh,
Hi, top of the morning to you, Elizabeth. You know, it's quite the rain out there today, considering how cool it is. You know, if it were any cooler, we'd be having snow. And it's a good thing we didn't have snow because I'd be wearing a kilt.
oh. Well, that is true. And what a good reason to come to Holmes' bookstore and curl up with a good book.
Oh, quite right you are. Now, what caused you to tarry this morning?
Well, we introduced a new member to our orphanage.
Oh, yeah. Who's that now?
It was Sophie.
Sophie? Oh. You know, that thief be living in your house now.
Oh, Matthew, it's the least I could do. She has no family, no friends, nowhere to live. She's completely lost and helpless on her own.
Aye, but what kind of influence will she be having on your girls?
Or what kind of influence might they have on her? I can't wait to read to her from the Master's book.
Oh, right. Speaking of books, you know, the Master's books no be selling here. And the banknotes you gave me yesterday to collect, well, they bounced. Hey.
Oh, no. Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting to hear. Yesterday, Ruby was mentioning that our pantries are running very low. We're almost out of food.
Oh, you know, that reminds me of one of my favorite stories from the Bible. You know, an old couple had been waiting for years for God to fulfill his promise of giving them their first child. For years we've been praying for a son.
We trust that God will keep his promises, everyone.
But we're old and we still want a baby. We haven't given up on God. No, people think we're crazy.
And guess what?
He gave us a son.
We looked at lots of baby names and
Isaac was the one.
we'll shout it out.
We must confess God keeps our promises. Yes!
Oh, Matthew, you're right. God does keep his promises. But you know, you have enough to worry about with your wife being sick and all. We're praying that the Lord will provide for us this month. He always does. He knows what we need, Matthew. And it's a season of, well, It's a season of faith, that's what it is.
Oh, right. If you say so. Okay, at least let me get you some produce that I got from the market this morning. Would you help me package it up?
Oh, thank you, Matthew.
All right.
Matthew, Elizabeth, it's us. We've come for a visit. Go to the back.
Oh, no, not you again.
Matthew, this is Sophie. She's our newest family member.
Oh, yes, I remember Sophie.
Oh, Matthew.
going to take a
Sophie's
seat.
now staying with us at the orphanage. You'll be seeing her around much more often.
Oh, why, isn't that lovely?
We just came by to say hello.
Oh, right. Oh, very nice of you girls to come over.
So, Sophie, what do you think of our store?
It's nice.
Hi, we sell books.
Well, it is a bookstore, Matthew.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Look at all the wee books we have.
Do you only sell one kind of book in your store? They all look the same.
We do, Sophie. It's the best-selling book of all time. It's the most interesting, captivating, true, and intriguing story of all time. It's the story about how we should live and about a God who loved his world so much that he risked everything to save them from the punishment of sin.
It's called The Big God Story.
You know, the Bible.
Oh, this is exciting. We've got some storytelling to do. Matthew, why don't we close up shop early today? You can go home and be with your family, and I'll take the girls on a little field trip down to the river.
Oh, all right, I'd appreciate that very much. Let me grab my hat.
Come on, girls, let's go.
Christopher, you're telling me that we're having porridge again for breakfast?
Jeffrey. It's not that I'm
Yeah.
out of ideas.
Yeah.
It's that we're simply out of food.
Yeah? Well, why don't you prove it?
Prove what?
Yeah. Prove to me that you're not out of ideas. If our pantries were full to the brim of food, what would you make?
Filled to the brim, huh?
Yeah, let's
Well,
hear it.
I would start with a love.
Yeah, out with it.
I would have a.
Yeah, let's hear it. Okay, out with it. Oh, why don't you ask me? Ask me what I would make. Ask me. Would you ask me?
All right,
Yeah.
Jeffrey, what would you make?
I would make, Christopher, ostrich eggs. That's right, sunny side up, with a side of crispy peacock bacon. Delicious. Some pickled herring, and you know what? Maybe even a side of cow juice. That's what I would make.
Jeffrey?
Yes. Yeah.
Jeffrey, that sounds disgusting.
Okay, yeah, perhaps, but you know, we don't have any of that stuff, so I guess you don't have to worry.
Don't have to worry. Well, you won't make it because I am the chef,
Oh, right, yeah.
not you.
Yeah.
However, that does give me a good idea. Come with me, I'll show
Okay,
you.
right, yeah.
So, Sophie, how do you like it here?
It's okay. Did you like the bookstore today? What's this?
Oh, that's our night table. We keep our light on it, our slippers under it, and the master's book in it.
What's that?
Oh, just something that's important to me. I don't want to lose it. It's all I have left from my parents.
Oh, that sounds very special. You can keep it in there for sure.
Sophie, what happened to your parents?
Well, they both passed away in a fire.
All right, girls, all ready for bed and story?
Right. Sophie, you can sleep on my bed if you'd like.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Lily. But I'm afraid that one of you might fall out of the bed if we arrange that. I've brought these extra blankets in for Sophie. You can sleep on these in between the beds until Geoffrey can fetch you a new bed. So, what story are we going to be reading tonight?
Let's pick something out of the dresser.
That's an excellent idea, Amelia. I pick
This.
Ah, excellent choice. Now, let me see here. Yes, Joseph. Abraham had a son named Isaac. Isaac grew up and had a son named Jacob. Jacob had many sons, one of whom was named Joseph.
Hey, I'm Joseph and I'm looking good. I have a cool coat, but I'm misunderstood. Why don't my brothers love me?
We sold him as a slave, told our dad he was dead. Now he's in Egypt working hard instead. We hope he will forgive us. Joseph did eventually forgive his brothers.
Though I'm far from home and feeling all alone, my God has not forgotten me, this I know.
Well, what happens next?
That's an excellent question, dear, but that we'll have to wait perhaps for tomorrow night. It's past all of our bedtimes. Let's tuck ourselves in. You know, even though Joseph was missing a lot of his family and felt like a lot of bad things were happening to him, he still trusted God. He believed that God would use all those things and use them for good. And boy, would he. He was preparing the world for the greatest news that it would ever hear. Well, that's all for now, girls. Have a great sleep, and I'll see you in the morning.
Good night,
Night, Miss Elizabeth.
Good night.